Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. We've come back along to the dump because the first time we were here we found so many amazing things that we couldn't fit them all into one film. This is especially amazing. We'll have a wee look at that later and see why it's so special. But today then we're going to take a look at some of the things that we couldn't possibly fit into the last film. There's some amazing stuff there. Now I've just seen something intriguing up there just on the top of the hill. There's a little word of warning as well though, and I don't know if you can see that, but I can see some asbestos up there. That's just bad news, full stop. But I can see a bucket up there. I can see what looks like a bottle and an interesting piece of glass. So I'm going to climb up there and see what it is. So I'm not sure how much of this you can see, but there's a real collection of asbestos, little bits of jars. I can see lots of glass objects here. So I'm going to have a wee look around. Yeah, there's a jar over there. These sauce bottles seem to be quite popular. Seen another one here. And this one looks in better condition to me. So I'm going to take that out. Oh, it doesn't look that old to be honest. There's a screw top lid. I think that's just a bottle, sort of like a ID thing that says ABC. Not sure what that is, but we're going to leave that one. I think I'm looking for a poison bottle. If I can find a poison bottle today, I will be happy. Let's see if we can find that. Well, yeah, as you see, there's plenty of asbestos around here. Now there's a little bottleneck down there beside it, and that's quite cool. It has a massive lip, so I'm just going to edge that out. In fact, no, it's not. It's a, oh, I wonder if this was one of these apothecary measures. Yeah, so liquids in apothecaries or old chemists were measured in little glasses, I guess, of a predetermined measurement. And that kind of looks like what that might be to me. Just alongside that, you've heard us talk about sweetie bowls. I think this might be a sweetie bowl. I think that might be what that is. Maybe a wee bit too heavy for us. I'm not sure. I'm going to catch back up with Nicole in a few minutes, and we'll assess what we think of what we're doing here and what kinds of things we want to take. But in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can find a wee poison bottle.
Okay, this is so weird. We never find any bottles and now we're here and they're kind of everywhere, just strewn around. It's a little bottle here and this one. It's maybe some sort of viral jar, an old one. I don't know, I've even brought a rake, look. Well, this seems like a good area to have a wee scrape around. It's a wee utility bottle. There's a sauce bottle, look, Gartons. It has a screw top. I didn't know they came with screw top. Oh man, these are the ones that, well, we usually find the HP sauce, the old ones, with the glass stoppers in them. This one doesn't have a glass stopper. Another plain bottle. Another plain bottle. Okay. So, is there stuff under here? Let's see.
Now I've just spotted a bottle bottom that's sticking out of the ground.
Okay.
So it's not far beneath the surface. We're really taking like, I mean, an inch, half an inch, yeah.
Nah, that's my tool.
Yeah, that's as far as we're digging. We're not digging, we're having a little bit of a scrape at the ground. But let's see if we can, just where your foot is there.
Alright.
Just there, there's the bottom of a bottle. Maybe need to be a wee bit careful with that. Being glass and all. We'll come back to Nicole in just a second. Now, is that a little teacup from maybe a doll's set?
Oh,
I wonder. It's just a little half cup though. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
Design on it?
Yeah, I'll bring that over.
Oh.
You keep scraping away there. I'll come over with this in 2 seconds. That's really lovely though.
Okay, right.
Oh, it looks like a little china cup. Right, let's see how Nicole's getting on.
No, got it. Yeah, oh, there we
Oh
are.
yeah, it looks to me like it's probably going to be whole when it comes out of there. Oh wow.
Oh, right, it's like a
A
wine bottle.
yeah.
Okay, I think we'll leave that one here. But
Yeah.
it's cool to see something whole, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. And I mean, you can still see the foil. There's still foil in the neck of
just
that.
up there.
Yeah, so my guess is it's probably not ancient. You know, there's old and new in here, and
Yeah.
not least so because folks are still coming up here to have a wee party in the evenings.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see if we can find those poison bottles.
Cool, yeah.
So I'm just coming down the side of the hill because I saw what looks like an interesting jar just a little way down. And as I climbed down this far, I saw something really cool, really neat. Something that Nicole's found before. Don't think I've ever found one. And this one looks whole. And it's this nice Shipham's paste jar. That's very cool. So that would have been a sandwich spread jar. It would have had a fish or chicken or some kind of meaty spread in there. So I'm going to take that because that is a very cool wee find. We'll take a closer look at that when we do a roundup. Now the jar that I saw that brought me down here, that has a large piece missing from the rim there. But there's a little glass that may be an old medicinal glass right there that I'm going to pick out. And there's also another one of these Shipham's jars. So I'm going to pick these out and I'm going to take them back up the hill. I've just seen something else that's very cool. A nice Art Deco looking piece of glass. Now I'm guessing that's a vase. It's definitely broken. I can see a big hole in the side, so I'm not even going to try to dig that out. And instead I'll just come away with 2 Shipham's jars. See a big jar over there. I'm pretty sure it's broken. Have to get past it to get my way back up the hill anyway. So let's see. I've just seen this, but sadly it's broken as well, so I have to leave that. Another beautiful wee jar, again sadly damaged.
Can you imagine that with lots of marbles in it? I can. So I'm just looking through the leaves here and I spotted this tiny wee bottle that you can't see. Oh, that looks nice. It looks like maybe an inkwell. I think there's a bit of water in it. Not sure what colour it is. Oh, this looks like, if it's focusing, I'm not sure. Oh, that's a cute dish. It's a little pie dish. I think I'm going to have to take that. That's really cute. I don't know why I'm drawn to the enamelware. It's nice. Putting that there. Okay, what else have you left here for me? is maybe a vinegar bottle. No markings on it. Another wee jar here. Plain bottle. A couple of broken jars. Brown jars. That looks like it might have been a cod bottle. Okay, this looks like it might be another pickle jar maybe. Okay, there's a wee bottle here. Another jar. I'm really spoiled for choices here. Plain bottle. Nah, I'm not taking the plain bottle. Okay, right, I guess I'll be leaving most of this here. Sorely tempted with these, but you know, it's only so much, so many bottles you can take and so much space you have. They would look so amazing in a kitchen. You know, imagine that, just on a shelf in a really nice old-fashioned kitchen. But I am going to take this amazing little bottle that I've just found. It kind of looks like it's a poison bottle. It says Milton. I did want to find a poison bottle, and I'm going to take this brown one and this lovely little inkwell here, and I'm going to leave this one here.
I said at the very beginning of this film that there was a very special object that we were going to take a closer look at, and it's this little bottle. By the 1850s, dairy companies were expanding their businesses and pushing into new markets to sell their produce. Many of them used the new mass media of advertising to promote the value of cow's milk as a safe and easy alternative to breastfeeding. Despite growing opposition among medical professionals, bottle feeding for infants was becoming the norm, at least for those who could afford it. Long rubber-tubed banjo-shaped glass feeding bottles were state-of-the-art at this time. Both the shape of the bottle and the length of the rubber tubing made these incredibly difficult to clean. Consequentially, infants began to sicken and die from infections. New bottle designs, pasteurisation and sterilisation by boiling helped to reduce infant mortality rates. Though it would not be until the middle of the 20th century before feeding bottles effectively stopped being a significant cause of infant death. The infamous baby killer or murder bottles had gone, but the problem of effective sterilisation remained, and the numbers of infants being fed by bottle was growing fast. The conditions for a perfect storm were in place, and it was only a matter of time before tragedy struck. Baby bottles in hospitals up and down the country were cleaned by a process of boiling. The problem with this method is that it can actually bond milk residue to the inside of a feeding bottle. When, in 1947, a wave of gastroenteritis swept across the UK, it gathered and reproduced in these cloudy stains on the interior of baby feeding bottles. The result was catastrophic and swiftly took the lives of 4,500 babies under the age of 1. Something had to be done. So boiling the bottles really only ensured that tiny amounts of milk, called milkstones, were being fused into the glass bottles, near impossible to remove. So what we needed was a cold solution to cleaning out these bottles, and this was the cure for the baby killer. Milton's fluid was invented in 1916, and it was named after the poet John Milton. What better way to make a product a household name than to give it a name that was already known in most every household in the country? As a gentle antiseptic, Milton's fluid seemed a good bet. Trials were carried out. Bottles that had once been boiled were now soaked in a cold water infusion with the liquid that was once contained in this little bottle. The process was so effective that Milton's became and has remained the name in infant hygiene to this day. This unassuming little bottle finally delivered the cure for the unhygienic feeding technologies and cleaning methods that had ended the short lives of so many infants over the previous 100 years. So this very cool old tin teapot, or kettle really I guess it is, drew my attention to this bottle here. Now, I can't quite make out what it says on the label there. Let's see. Glue brand white port. Clubland white port. That's unusual. It's a port bottle.
Now I was just on my way over to Craig because he just found this lovely blue milk and magnesia bottle. Then I spotted this, heartbreaker moment. Look, it's broken. I think I might take that anyway because, you know, we've never been to a dump before, so these tiny bottles, they're quite special to us. I think I'll take that.
That's very cool. That's like a wee sauce bottle, maybe a wee tomato ketchup bottle or so. It's all in one piece. It's not particularly old, but I like it. I think it's very cool. So I think I'm going to petition for that one to come home with us. We'll maybe try and find a wee spot for that. See what else we can find amongst all this stuff. I'm going to try and come through here, and the reason I'm coming through here is just for pure drama. So if you can see all the bits of bottles there's a bit of blue poison bottle there, but it's just a small piece, so we're going to leave that, and I'm actually going to take a more sensible route around to Nicole. Now I'm just going to show Nicole that wee sauce bottle that I found and try and tempt her over to this area. Nicole's obviously finding a few things over here. Look what I found!
What's that?
It's a wee ketchup bottle.
A wee ketchup
I think it's a wee ketchup bottle. What do you think? It's cute, isn't it?
That's very cute. I think this is the kind of size that we're looking at.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
Nice wee cute bottles.
Yeah. If we can take a shoebox full and it's like full of 50 little bottles, then I'm really happy.
That would be very cool. I think this one's evaded Nicole. I don't think she's seen this one, so I'm going to scrape away the little piece of soil that's covering it here, and we'll see what we've got. Wee jar. Wee very nondescript jar. There's a bit of a label on this as well. You can put that there. Tap the screen, see if you can see that. Now again, we can't read that label. And I kind of wonder what that might have been in there. Might have been tooth powder, might have been boot polish. Who knows? Sun's coming out, it's glorious.
Oh, I've just walked over this and I noticed something blue there. Now this blue thing, an absolute stunner that would have been, with the hobnails and the ribs here, old poison bottle. Ah, isn't that heartbreaking? This is really nice. I mean, I'm so happy that we're out here today, and this one still makes me happy. If it was sea glass, I'd be jumping up and down. Alas, it's in a bottle dump, so it's very sharp, but with the hobnails, what do you think? Should I take it? Should I take it home? Maybe I'll take it.
Now this is quite cool. It's like the second piece I've seen like this today. And I think at least that this is glass. Now it doesn't look like glass, this piece right here. But yeah, that is bonfire glass. Probably as rough as you're ever likely to see it. Now after it hits this stage, if it finds its way into the ocean somehow, all of that roughness gets smoothed off and we find that beautiful, beautiful textured bonfire glass. Like the ocean moon piece we found a few weeks ago. I think that was the most gorgeous piece of bonfire glass we've ever found. But this is what it looks like when it's pretty much just out of a bonfire.
So I can see two different types of teapot lids here. That's quite funny, because usually when we're in Kirkcaldy we find lots of bits of teapots, and sometimes we find these teapot lid tops, and they're just the tops and they're really smooth. And this is just obviously a teapot lid, and this is another one, two different styles, next to a utility bottle, some broken crockery. Okay, that's cool. I'm not taking that. It's not really something we can use in jewellery making. Also noticed this thing here. I think it's a very interesting bit, and I'm really gutted it's not whole. Okay, I'm going to get the soil out of here. It kind of looks like a sieve. See, it's got lots of holes in it. Probably, maybe it's from a teapot. Really nice green transferware. I've noticed quite a few bits of green transferware in the soil whenever I've been moving some soil. That's really interesting. I think I've seen one bit of spongeware so far, but it's mainly transferware.
There's so much stuff here, and not all of it is glass. I've just seen a piece of pottery over there. That's really cool. There's an old lock for a door. Oops. There's a lock for a door here. I suspect this is a wee bit more modern, but this is really cute. Quite steampunky, this old lock. Now, just over here, it's a piece of pottery here. It says Stafford. There we go. No, Seaforth, beg your pardon. Seaforth, made in England. And there's a number 2 on that. I guess that was the pattern. That's actually rather lovely. I'm not sure if we're going to take pieces like that today. It's certainly too big. You know, if we were at the beach, it would be far too big to take for earrings or so. But even here, with it being in beautiful condition like that, I think we're still going to leave it. But I wonder what this is. Oh, that's horrible. There's a wee beastie there.
So there's probably like a kind of jam jar type. I really like these. They're just really plain. Very nice. This is leftover stuff from whoever was bottle digging here. Don't know why they make that rubbish. So let's see. Find something. I think I saw something here. Oh. Look at that. Oh, that has got to be the cutest bottle ever. It's tiny, it's super tiny. Ah, man. Oh, that's my favourite one so far. See if we can hold it against the light. So I'm a wee bit not sure what to see here. Now that is really nice. Okay. This is so cute. This is the kind of bottle that I really love. It's tiny. Right, what else is here? Little things. What's that? The first little thing. What is it though? Oh, what is it? I have no idea what it is, but it's kind of cute, isn't it? So I think I might just take it because I'm not sure what it is and it's small.
So you can see Nicole here busy at work. laying out just a handful of the things that we saw. And, you know, we can't even take all of this. We're going to have to leave a fair bit of this stuff. Okay, so we've decided to start over here with these tin things that we found. And I can imagine this, if we were able to straighten it out, flatten it out, maybe put that in a frame, it would be really cool.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. Now, what do you think that was? Do you think that was painting brushes, or do you think it was cleaning brushes?
Oh, probably cleaning brushes. I don't think there would have been a thing just for painting brushes. So.
Unless you were a painter and decorator, I guess.
That's quite big. We found lots of enamelware. And obviously everything has a hole in it. I guess that's why it ended up here. Now let's see, I have two small objects here as well. Now a bead and something else. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like maybe a bit of toy. It kind of reminded me of a pie funnel bird, but yeah. I don't think that's what it is.
I don't know. Actually, it reminds me of a pie funnel bird as well. and nice that you would put it in the pie dish.
Yeah.
So a pie funnel bird would have went through the pastry, and it would have allowed steam to escape and basically stop your pastry getting spoiled.
Yeah.
And that way. So that may be what it is. Not sure. Not sure, but very cool. And nice, you found a bead.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was just sitting on the top, and I'm sure there's lots of beads somewhere here.
Oh, I'm sure there is. It's just difficult to find these things.
Yeah. I found this smaller one, which I also think might be a kind of apothecary bottle, a poison
very
bottle.
Cool.
It's brown, and I found this part of an old hobnail bottle. So I think I'm just going to take the blue piece just because it's so nice, and I didn't find a whole one today.
Yeah, it's just a shame it's sharp though.
Okay, now shall we go on to these bigger jars?
Yeah, bigger jars there. You said you were after bigger jars for marbles.
Yeah.
But then you seemed disappointed when I found that very large jar. Yeah.
No, I'm just not sure if we can take all of this. But
You don't think you can find that many marbles, huh?
Yeah, maybe we'll fill this one this year.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you found a couple of paste jars, right?
Yeah, two different styles of paste jar as well. That's very cool.
Very nice. I know paste jars are pretty much everywhere. Like, I don't know how many HP sauce bottles I saw today and didn't take. So yeah, people ate a lot of sauce and paste.
Yeah, this was, if you had a sandwich to go to school or to work, chances are, back when I was a kid, it was going to be Shipham's paste.
Chicken or fish?
Yeah, random flavours, that whatever was in the house, you know, it was just a jar of Shipham's paste.
Yeah.
And do you know what I think this is? Only when I see it. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about that.
A plug from a bath?
Do you think a plug from a
maybe
bath?
from a sink?
I think it was the screw top from a hot water bottle.
Oh, right, yeah, it could have been that. Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, so what do you think we should leave behind, or should we just take all of these?
Well, I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm going to defer that decision.
Okay, it's all of them then.
All of them? Okie dokes. I guess if I was going to leave anything, it would probably be the big beer bottles.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, let's pack this up and we'll get off to the car.
Okay, let's go do that.
Thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting on the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do take a second to subscribe to the channel. As always, a massive thank you to everyone who's helped support this channel through Ko-fi and Etsy. Thank you so much for that. We'll see you on Sunday.